I do have a lot of tips that I want to share with you guys. When I watch these videos, I really don't see telling, you know, some tips and stuff that I feel like could really help a lot of people.
I know you want it better, putting on the pressure, 'cause pressure's gonna get the very best of me. I give a little something, doesn't come for free. Oh, I know you have questions, baby, even if I try and try to.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sierra Love, and I'm here with another video, guys. So today we're going to be doing a soft glam look. Of course, we're going to be establishing this look on my face. So the thing is, guys, my face, I actually added on freckles at the end of the video. But if you don't want to put the freckles on your face, then you don't have to. You can skip that step. I actually did that like literally at the end of the makeup, because I have freckles on my face. I just feel like it doesn't feel right with me if I don't have freckles on my face. You get me? Yeah, but anyway, so today we're going to be doing a soft glam makeup look, guys. I do have a lot of tips that I want to share with you guys. When I watch these videos, I really don't see the girlies telling, you know, some tips and stuff that I feel like could really help a lot of people. So I'm going to be giving you guys those. Yeah, oh, if you guys are new to my channel, do not forget to go ahead and subscribe. Join the family of Lovies, guys. We're almost to 20,000. Okay, run it up. No, but join the family. Like, really, I really do appreciate every last one of my subscribers. You guys that are already subscribed, you guys know I love you guys so freaking much. You guys see my journey. You guys see where I come from. Okay, without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a glam makeup look, guys. I'm super excited for this look. I'm going to take my Watermelon Glow recipe, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that on my face. You want to moisturize your face before anything. You know, you want your skin underneath to still be okay while we still do this makeup. And this gives my face an ultimate shine. I also feel like it grips and hold everything together. Okay, so next thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is take my Milk Hydro Primer, and I'm just going to go ahead and prime my face. This primer is really a really good primer. I feel like it works wonders. Next thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is just go ahead and apply a loose face powder. Now I do have a loose face powder by Fenty Beautè in the color Honey, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my face. Go ahead and do this, and this is going to help your routine so freaking much. It helps make your face matte. Since I started doing this in my routine, I mean, like, drastic changes in my makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my foundation from Nars, guys. This is really, really good. Honestly, I highly recommend it. But for me, my shade kind of like fluctuates depending on the weather. So I'm gonna go ahead and use two different ones. I feel like Nars and then this one from Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless, they go together very well when it comes to my skin. Plus, I kind of feel like this Nars is a little bit too lighter, but that's okay. It's winter time, and in winter I do get light, but I prefer a darker makeup look, and that's because it's easier to brighten the face rather than darken the face. But you guys will see, I really highly recommend you guys use a little, like, one shade darker for your foundation. Don't go light out, guys. We don't want to look like ghosts. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and conceal my face. Now I know you guys are probably like, what, conceal first? What, Sierra, are you sure? Is this the right step to do? I do feel like concealing first. It helps me a lot, because then I can go ahead and cover up with my makeup. But it depends on what type of look that I'm going for. I don't want to be too bright, so I do want to go ahead and conceal first, and then I'll apply my foundation over it. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and apply my Fenty Beauty concealer, and then I want to tell you guys a tip that I do once I apply the concealer. I do use the beauty blender. I go in with the beauty blender after I use a brush, and I'm going to show you guys. Let's try to apply it in the middle of the eye so that it's more brighter. Okay, so like I said, guys, the reason why I use a brush is because you have more control over where your concealer is going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and use a brush to kind of like blend out, not really towards the inside, but just like the outer side. And this is how you control where your concealer goes, because sometimes when it's on a sponge, it spreads all over, and then you're just tapping on your face. It's like, girl, you look very unconstructed. What did you do? You know? So let's just go ahead and blend this out with the brush. Okay, who is she? Who is she? And then guys, as far as the shade for the concealer, please don't go too light. You don't want it to be too light for the concealer, and that's the key to get it to look like everything just molds in together, because this concealer is probably one shade lighter than me. You really can't tell. Like winter time, I probably fade into this shade, but that's why I recommend you not going too light for the concealer. You also can have another concealer that is light, and you're going to use that in the inner part. So then I'm going to go ahead and construct my part here, guys. And no, I do not, I know you guys are probably like, girl, you're not doing your brows yet. I don't do my brows just yet, and we're gonna do the brows together, but I don't do the brows just yet. Some people do their brows earlier on. I don't. There's not a problem with it. I just don't do it. You know, don't use too much, girls. Don't use too much. And like I said, guys, you have a lot more control when you're doing when you're using a brush. You have more control over the spread of the concealer, or where it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? It looks like I'm already sculpting my face without even using anything else. So I do have a new beauty blender. I want to just go ahead and give it a try. It came like this in this little pink container. I actually don't even think it came with makeup, or if it come with. Sometimes I'm picky on the beauty blenders, but honestly I learned to not really be too picky. Just get a beauty blender, and this is what I do. I spray it with my well, this is a finisher, replenisher, whatever it is. It's 3-in-1 by Hangover, and I'm just gonna spray it on there, and that's gonna help when it comes to spreading the outside of the concealer. Okay guys, so now we're gonna take our foundation, and of course Nars, like I said, and I do have a mixture of the other one on the side, and I just put this inside of there, which is very important to do because it helps get that glowy look. I just feel like it gets the right color whenever I mix them. Okay guys, then I'm gonna go ahead and take the beauty blender just to blend it in and make everything mold into one another. You guys notice how I'm reframing away from the nose? That's another thing that I realized. You don't want to put too much makeup on the nose, because that's why it doesn't look like you have a soft glam. When you put too much makeup by the nose area, you start to look like you just have a full face of makeup. You know what I mean? Not really a good idea. So all I'm doing is basically taking any excess from my beauty blender and just going up the nose. You know what I mean? And you can go ahead and try to like kind of cover up some of the concealer that you already have. It's gonna shine out anyway because you already brightened up first. Another thing, girl, don't forget to go lower under your neck. Go lower. You don't want your neck and your face to be looking like two different colors. So do kind of go a little down with the excess, you know. Next thing that I'm gonna go ahead and do, since we are almost done and I'm really excited for these, okay baby, eyebrows, because we haven't done the eyebrows yet. I'm gonna let this sit here and do what it's gonna do, or whatever it wants to do. We're gonna go ahead and get into this eyebrows. So for me, I use the Got To Be spray. I feel like it's very important, and I just spray some on a surface. So then I'm gonna take a spoolie. I'm just rubbing it inside the Got To Be that I sprayed out, and then I'm gonna just brush my brows up. Some people use soap. I never used soap. Well, I think I did try it one time, but I don't think it stuck with me to where I was like, ooh yeah, I'm gonna be using this all the time. Then I'm gonna take the top of it. Ooh, that looks like I have a gap there. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna take the top and I'm gonna just shape the hair that's up here, you know, to make it look more in place. And then what I do is take like my finger here and I kind of just like flatten it out, because the spoolie doesn't really flatten it out, and raise it. You see what I'm saying? I flatten it and raise it like this. Some stuff I don't be telling y'all, but I'm telling you now. And that just helps it helps it stays in place. All I'm gonna go ahead and do is take a brow pencil, and this is in the color Black. It's basically eyeliner and a brow pencil, and I use it for both. And now when I'm doing this, guys, I'm gonna be very careful because I just don't want my brows to be too dark, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna basically fill in where I don't have brows. So, well, not like don't have brows, but there's not like an excess amount of brow hair there, which is probably like here. Notice there's no, you know, so I'm just gonna go in very lightly, and that's it. I'm not doing much. Here it looks like, girl, I done got a marker there. I'm just gonna fill that in. That's it. And then my outer, I can just go ahead and, okay, and that's the key to having it look natural. You don't want too dark brows, you know what I'm saying? You just don't want that. My foundation, that same not pencil, but this thing that I was using to put my, ooh, this is looking good. The same brush that I was using, I'm just gonna take a little bit of my foundation, the darker one of course, and I am going to just trace that literally on top of the brows, being very careful. And then this is also a tip too, you guys. I don't hear a lot of people saying it, but when you are putting on your, let's say for your brows, start in the middle, because you don't want to go too much right here. Start in the middle with this part, kind of like your arch. Start there, because you can base it out. Plus you want that to brighten up anyway. So I would suggest you just starting there when you're doing your brows. It's a lot easier. And of course you can work your way towards the front with the excess that is left on the brush. Very careful, guys. And then I'm going to, of course, go ahead and blend it in with this part. Just, okay, now when it comes to doing your brows, guys, you want to blend kind of like down, raise your brow. That's what I do. And I just blend it out going down. Okay guys, so then once you finish blending, doing that, take your beauty blender. You don't have to add anything to it because the excess is good enough, and we're just gonna pat in our concealer. We want it to be flat. Perfect. So we're just look like we got a sharp eyebrow, and guys, it's looking so good. What about this part? We're going to take care of that, or actually you could blend it out now if you want to, but we're actually going to come back to this part when it comes to our eye look. Okay guys, so since our face is basically everything is powder, I want to stick to the whole powder thing. You don't want to use creams because cream is going to mess up your makeup. I've done it before, just like in advance. Do not use a cream. I use cream as my contour when I actually put it on my, you know, my face, and it did not go well. It was actually taking off my makeup instead of the cream actually being on, and I noticed patches. So that's another tip, guys. If you're using powders, stick with powders. We use powders as our base, so we're gonna stick with that powder. For our contour, I'm gonna go ahead and use my NYX Matte Bronzer. I use this for everything, literally everything, and I'm just gonna use like a shaping brush. It's kind of like slanted, and that's what I'm gonna use to contour my face. I'm gonna dip it in here, and then I'm gonna take off the excess because we don't want it to be too dark, but we do want to shape our face. And then the thing about contouring, guys, always, okay, tip, okay? Put your head down like this in the mirror, and wherever you see natural darkness, that's where you kind of want to just go, you know? And that helps with contouring the face now. And let's say you like, okay, see, I put my head down, I still can't figure it out. What are you talking about, girl? Okay, guys, well, that's fine. You see how my face is like this? Some people go here and contour. Don't do that. You want to go higher. It gives your face a lift. And also, once you put it on, go up. You see that? Once you put it on, go up. You can also bring the contour over here, you know what I'm saying? Once you do that, go up. And always just blend up. You know? Powder is just so good. And then, of course, guys, we want to disappear this forehead. This thing is massive, honey. So I'm just going to take my powder, dust it up here a lot. Kind of blend out between the light and the dark. Just blend that out lightly. And then you also, if you have a ponytail like me, you also want to kind of go into the hair because you want it all to be the same. Now, I also use this for my line here, and I just go up like this and connect the, you know. I'm gonna take any excess, I'm not gonna dip it back in there, just like do my nose with any of the excess. I think that's pretty good when it comes to our contour, which is cute. I think I'm liking it a lot. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use my banana loose setting powder, and I use this to brighten up my face. I also want to share a tip with you guys when you are using your powder. So with your powder, right, you want to take the powder, put it on your hand just like this, right? Rub it out, because we don't want any, you know, hard or you know, patches of powder in our face. And then we're going to go ahead and put it on our face. Now watch where I put it on my face. Watch. Powders is what how they get these glam looks, and they be trying to hide it from us, y'all, but I got you, okay? No, I'm kidding. But powders, when you use powders for mostly everything, it's not really baking, it's just kind of like brightening, if you know what I'm saying. And then of course, me, little old me, I'm gonna go ahead and do this part here just to bring it up. That's what I do. It brightens it, it brings it up, and it also brightens that under part of your face. And then any excess, or just get it from off your hand and just do the this part of your forehead. And then you can also just come down all the way on your nose. That helps it too. Love how this is looking. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so next thing that we're gonna go ahead and do, guys, because it's looking great, I just want to go ahead and do something with this lid. Not too much, just a little bit of something. What I'm gonna do is take kind of like a fluffy brush like this. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Ace Beautè, looks something like this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use a darker color in here. It's called Pinecone. Sometimes I switch from Pinecone in autumn, but I'm gonna go ahead and use Pinecone. Okay guys, so then I'm going to go ahead and take Squash, which is just very, very light shade, and then I'm just going to put it all in there. Again, not too much. We're not doing too much. We're doing simple glows. And then I'm going to go ahead and use that for my like corner eye. And then you kind of like have two shades, subtle though. You see this one here, and then you see that one is very, very subtle. I use this called Colormates. It is like a, I don't know, blush. I mean, well, it is a blush. It's Colormates blush in the color Muave. So I go ahead and take this, and I do take this kind of brush, something like this, and I just go in there a little bitty. Make sure it's in there, and it's very important to take off that excess. You don't want to look like a clown, okay? And then you're gonna place it right over the contour we got right up here on the high cheek. And I put blush like a little bit here. You could do some there. It doesn't really matter. Mind you guys, it's not too much on here. It's just excess. Okay, so then guys, I'm gonna take my Julie's Beauty eyeliner, and this one is very, very sharp, so I really do appreciate them for sending me this. And I'm just gonna go ahead and line up the eye. Now guys, when you do this, you don't want your liner to be going way out that far. We're not trying to do that. Again, we're trying to keep it very subtle, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is barely go right here, barely. Watch me. Something like that, and it just helps with the eyelashes that I'm gonna put on. You guys are gonna see. Okay, so I'm gonna take my, remember I was telling you guys I have a lash and brow duo. I don't use the brow side, I use the lash side, and I'm just gonna do that because it's time for us to put on our eyelashes, baby. This is so nice and thin. It's gonna get every lash for sure. It's like you don't even need eyelashes on with this. A lot of people, for some reason, I don't know why, they like to say, okay guys, I'm gonna go off of camera and I'm gonna put on my lashes. I'm not one of those people. But that's what it is, people. I'm not one of those people. I just don't feel like it's necessary to go off camera to put on the lashes. Like, baby, we all want to see how you put on your lashes, honey, okay? So I'm gonna take the lashes here, and then this is the glue, and then what I do is squeeze some out a little bit like this, right? Not too much, girl, it's not even showing, right? And then I go ahead and take it on my lash and I go right in the middle. Right in the middle like that, and then I just rub it all on the lash. And this right here is actually weave glue. It's still good though, and I just blow it, let it get a little bit tacky before I do put it on my eyes. And then when you're putting on lashes, honey, you want to put it like directly in the middle of the eye, and then you can start fixing the outer and the inner. And with this, it normally comes out gray. Once you know it's almost tacky, girl, it's gonna be like black, damn near. So let me just go ahead and put this on the eye. Like I said, I go in the middle. And then I typically do the outer side. Cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my other lash. Okay, then I'm gonna take my my same, what is this called? Oh, mascara, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do the bottom layer. I always feel like without bottom there, I look very plain, but when I fill it in, honey, I be looking like that makeup is complete, okay? Okay guys, so time for our lips. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is take a baby wipe, and I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe off my lips just in case there's any excess, whatever, girl. I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe that off. I'm gonna take my Burt's Bees little lip stuff. I got this from, I went to where's that place that I went to? I went to Big Bear, y'all, and Big Bear, they had these like in every bathroom, and honey, I took two. So it's a beeswax lip balm, and it's very cold out there, and yeah. So I'm gonna take my NYX lip pencil, and this is in the color Nutmeg, and we're just gonna line our lips. Act like you know. So I'm gonna be taking, this is NYX in two different colors. So we got one NYX in the color Bit of Honey, and then the other NYX in the color Fortune Cookie. Both of them are very good, and I use both of them, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those on my lips. First, I'm gonna just, yeah, do that with the dark that's on our lip. I'm gonna take the pink one first, Bit of Honey, and we're gonna go ahead and put that on first. Of course, smash our lips together, and then we're gonna go ahead and take our Fortune Cookie, and we're gonna use that because that's gonna help us brighten up the lip. And I'm not gonna really put that everywhere, just towards the center. Another thing, last thing actually, our 2-in-1 or our Hangover. We're gonna go ahead and set our face. I'm gonna take my blow dryer and blow dry the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Master Chrome highlighter, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in my high points. I don't really put it everywhere all over my face because, again, we're going for a soft matte look. And I'm gonna put it here right in the middle of my nose. Excess, you can take it and put it up here on your eyebrow. And that's about it, baby. That is about it. But guys, I feel so freaking naked. Okay, the reason why I feel naked is because normally I have I have freckles on my face naturally, but I feel so freaking naked. Like I need to put some freckles on here. I might put some freckles on, but that's gonna be like the aftermath. You guys see, this is how you get the whole little glam look, which is so gorgeous. I really do like it, and I took my time, and I feel like everything came out just so well, and everything is just blended. It looks magnificent. You guys let me know what you guys think. If you guys use any other products, what products do you guys use? If you guys have any recommendations or anything like that, be sure to go ahead and let me know. I kind of like swoop my hair up. Don't typically do that, but I did it so that you guys can see this look. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit better. You guys can get the whole look of it. I really do appreciate you guys for watching this video. Okay, so I want to thank you guys so very much for sticking around throughout the entire video. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, do not forget to go ahead and leave them down below. I'll be sure to answer them. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. It looks so good. I love the brows. I love everything about the whole face. It fits me and it looks so well. And you guys can just go out and wear this on a regular basis if you guys want to. You don't have to worry about, oh, maybe this makeup is a little too much. And I love the powder. Like anything that's powder based, I really love it. It just goes well, guys. And then notice how I put the layer of powder first on my face before we even got into the video, okay? And then I go ahead and put it in after. Again, that just makes sure that everything stays exactly where you put it. And I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love exactly how this look came out. And I can talk for hours and hours and hours. We could do this for hours and hours and hours. I cannot sing, do not mind me. But yeah, I really do love how this makeup turned out. It is so good. I'm so proud of myself, honestly, guys. And I'm proud of you guys too for sticking around throughout the entire video. I have everything linked down below, guys. Hey, this looks so good though, doesn't it? All right, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, lovies.
Even if I try too hard, tell me what to do, say anything.